Hello and welcome to 7th Circle Gaming. Today on the channel we're going to analyze the early access kingdom simulator Manor Lords. We'll start the analysis in just a minute after a bit of full disclosure, which of course, if you're interested in reading, just pause the video and read at your leisure. If, however, disclosures and disclaimers are not your thing, just let the video run and wait for the video clips to start. Before we move on to the gameplay footage, we are going to take a brief look at the overworld map. Though the distribution of resources and rivers may vary, in general the map is going to look something like this, with the player initially controlling one region and acquiring others either through conquest or diplomacy. Here's that gameplay footage that we mentioned earlier. This is from early in the game. We're trying to avoid any sort of late game content spoilers here, while still showing off what the game world looks like as well as the user interface. From what we can see here, the in-game world is rendered in a fairly realistic and relatable art style, and the user interface is pretty standard for the genre. At the top of our screen we have all of the economic and social indicators. At the bottom of the screen we have the build menu, as well as at the top right corner some additional information. What we're looking at here is the optional third-person perspective exploration view, which at this point allows players to explore their village, although not interact with any of the NPCs or buildings at present. That might change later on in the development. Besides the city building elements, Manor Lords also has a real-time strategy combat element, and in this gameplay footage that we're looking at now, that's what we're trying to show off. Unfortunately, we don't have any battle footage for you, but we can at the very least share with you what the commands that are available to the player are, as well as what one of the units is going to look like. That's all the gameplay footage that we have on this video, so let's move on to our first proper chapter, which is immersion, as it always is. Here, the game has earned a frankly very high score of 12 out of 15. For difficulty, Manor Lords has earned at present a score of 6 out of 15. While it doesn't do anything poorly, there are just some options that players that are interested in a more relaxed gameplay session may find lacking. Likewise, players that are interested in experiencing an extreme level of challenge may find that the game doesn't have the options that they would like to have. For lasting appeal, Manor Lords earns its solitary low score of 4 out of 15. Of course, this is an early access game, so we fully expect that it's likely that score will increase as additional features are added as the game nears its full release. Overall, at present, Manor Lords has earned a score of 7.3 out of 15, putting it Of course, it wouldn't be 7th Circle Gaming if we didn't include at least a couple of highly subjective statements, so please take everything that we're about to say with at the very least a handful of salt. There's a lot of potential in Manor Lords. They've thrown an awful lot at the wall, and it's just going to take some time and additional patches to see what sticks. This is not a short game. It is going to take a significant amount of time to play. We've also included a list of comparable games, but regardless of that, anyone who might be interested in this game because of something that we've said here, or in other videos that you've seen about Manor Lords, you're advised to purchase it now before the price goes up. Congratulations to everyone who watched all the way to the end of the video. Just a quick reminder that 7th Circle Gaming heartily welcomes all of your comments and suggestions for additional games to analyze on the channel. Until our next video, goodbye.